lights and cameras and mirrors.
Oh, hello, it's your boy, Autor Deluxe. Welcome to a spoiler-free review of Pieces of a Woman, directed by Cornell Mundrusco. Sorry. Yeah, this will be spoiler-free in as much as nothing that you wouldn't read in the little description for the movie. If you're one of those purists that you want to go in not having seen a frame of the movie, you don't want to know who's in it, whatever, yeah, those kind of things are gonna come up. But as far as spoilers, as far as the story, anything like that, no spoilers. This movie's too new. I'm not gonna do that. It's not fair to the filmmakers. It's not fair to the audience to do that. So, spoiler-free review for Pieces of a Woman. Let's get into it. This came out yesterday on Netflix. I saw it completely legally. Internet service provider, Spectrum, Bright House. I did not do anything illegal. It came out in the festival circuit, I think, in like September, but like I said, just came out legally, and that's how I saw it. Pieces of a Woman follows a young couple. We've got Martha, played by Vanessa Kirby, and Sean, played by Shia LaBeouf. They're kind of figuring out a new normal after the loss of a newborn baby. This is an emotional powerhouse. It pushes all the right buttons for me. I know I bring up Krisha a lot, possibly too much. But as far as movies about dysfunctional families going through strife, they share a lot of common ground. Although I do think Pieces of a Woman, Krisha is kind of one note with the emotionalness. Is that a word? Krisha is kind of harps on one emotion, and that's it for the most part. This movie, there's a lot more in the toolbox. There's a lot more different shades coloring this film with complex emotions, so it does have that going for it. This movie is shot amazingly. It's shot beautifully. As much as I hated White God, you can't say it didn't look good. That's a beautiful movie, even though it's a bad movie. And this one, the director, carries that on. It's very, very beautifully shot. And there's a lot of long shots. And when you think long shots, you either go like Atonement, 1917, Children of Men, where there's just all this miraculous, like that fucking OK Go video, like just all this shit going on at once, or you think like Michael Haneke, like this stagnant, just like CCTV shot that just stagnates there. This is neither of those. They're long shots, but they're the roving camera. It's almost like Terrence Malick. And it really helps you as a viewer, especially there's a scene towards the beginning where this is very effective. It's used to different effects. It can create tension. It can build stress. It can show despondence between two characters. It can really, the camera roves around and then it shows one character and they're upset, and then it shows the other one and they're not, and you kind of get both sides of that coin. It's very effective. And I know all film is manipulating its audience, obviously, but with editing, you really manipulate your audience. So when it is a long shot, although clearly it's staged, I feel it's more authentic when it's a long shot that's this kind of a long shot. It does feel, at times, more authentic. And the director uses it in many different ways. He uses it in one of the key scenes at the beginning of the film, and he also uses it in scene that was memorable to me that in any other film would probably be a throwaway, where Benny Safdie is in this movie, one of the Safdie brothers, and he's just sitting there talking to the Shia LaBeouf character about the white stripes. And it's not a particular, doesn't really help move the plot forward or anything, but it's a really memorable scene because it seems like it's almost improvised, and it is this roving long shot of going in and out of different rooms and kind of focusing on different characters. I really like that. It works very well in this film. The director found like a signature that works, and it really works. Let's talk about the performances. Vanessa Kirby is absolutely transformational. She goes through a lot in this film, and you see it on her face. Not even necessarily like, to use your face as an actor, you think of like fucking Jim Carrey or some shit, or like character actors. It's not necessarily the expressions she's making on her face, but you just see she goes through a lot in this film, and it shows, and she's very good at showing that. And Shia LaBeouf, fucking LaBeoufin. I try to root for people when they have addiction problems, and honestly, he makes it kind of hard to root for him, and he's kind of going through some things right now. But I will say this about that. When you cast an unhinged a-hole to play an unhinged a-hole, you're probably going to get a really good performance. Whether people continue to cast him, whether whatever, if his career goes sideways, if he finds another lane, that's up to the people that want to hire him or not hire him. As a viewer, as an audience member, I can pick what I want to watch and what I don't want to watch. That's the beauty of it. So I really, since I saw Honey Boy, I really kind of, I don't want to say connect with him, but I definitely, it piques my interest to see him in a project. I think if there's room for Mel Gibson to play fucking Santa, there's room for Shia LaBeouf to keep going in the lane he's created. It's up to us, the audience, to either watch or don't watch. And I am going to continue to watch on a piece by piece basis. If it looks like a piece I want to see, I'm going to see it. If it doesn't, I'm not a LaBeouf stan, but I do think he's a very good actor, and I think in this role particularly because he is kind of mining something that's in him, it comes out on the screen, and it's a very good performance, and it helps elevate a very good movie. Ellen Burstyn plays a small role that almost steals the entire fucking movie. She has one scene in this movie that almost steals the movie. And I'm not good at predicting Oscar stuff. I found it to be like a video game tutorial.
This is a huge thing for this movie. It opens in a week. Why?
But there's not a doubt in my mind that she should win a Best Supporting Actress Oscar for this film. She's been someone, I don't want to say I've followed her closely, but she's someone, when she is good in a movie, she's really good in a movie. I still need to see Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. Obviously, Requiem for a Dream was big for me in my life as an adolescent. That performance is amazing. It's incredible. Wiener Dog is a recent one where she's funny, she's kind of snarky, but it's not like a powerhouse performance.
You look really good.
Huh?
This is a powerhouse performance. This is Oscar stuff. If she doesn't win an Oscar, I would be very surprised. And I saw a review on Letterboxd that said this film is kind of like a try-hard art house version of a Lifetime movie. And I think that's very dismissive. I think that's dismissive and like borderline sexist. On a surface level, if you're not paying that much attention, yes, this is a film about a woman losing a child, a family losing a child, and going through that experience. But there's a lot more there. It's about navigating gray areas in life. It's about imperfections in life, and you either find a way to groove with them, find a way to stand up to them, or you will be destroyed. It's about self-discovery. It's about identity. It's about finding your standing within a dysfunctional family. Anyway, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to give too much away. I highly recommend this movie. I gave it 5 stars on Letterboxd at Auteur Deluxe. Letterboxd at Auteur Deluxe. I rarely give out 5 stars. It's very rare. I think I have less than 50 total. I think I have 1,500 movies I've given stars to, and only 50 have 5 stars. So seek it out, watch it. I thought it was very good. Let me know what you think, and thank you for watching. Find me on Instagram, find me on Twitter, find me on Letterboxd, find me on TikTok, find me on Facebook, all at Auteur Deluxe. Thank you so much. Stay hydrated and have a good day.